The button and there they go. Sanjani from the inside actually got the best of the start. Away pretty well was Cajun Jester and will lead Sanjani settling. Express Odds third, then Bold Nuage followed by the Grey Hurling. 2 lengths to Xantra, our Canadian, and then Vulgate Opponent followed by Galima Boy, Royal Raver. Donald second last. Absolute is Northern Music. They race their way past the 800 and the leader is the Beedman ride, Cajun Jester, more than a length. Second Sanjani, Bold Nuage third, then Express Odds followed by Xantra. Moving up on the outside of Hurling, 2.5 to Opponent, and then our Canadian, a couple, Galima Boy, Royal Raver, then Donald, Northern Music, and the rank outside of Vulgate is last, travelling to the corner. The big chestnut, Cajun Jester, leads the way, about 1.5 lengths in fact on Sanjani as they flatten for the run of the judge. Express Odds third, and then Xantra called upon now, and trying to go with him, Bold Nuage, and then Hurling down to the 200. Beedman goes for the whip on Cajun Jester. It kicks, it's 1 3/4 lengths on the favourite. Xantra pegging back Cajun Jester. Beedman and the rider on Xantra is Brian York. Xantra runs to Cajun Jester, heads it off, and Xantra comes away to beat Cajun Jester and Royal Raver. Then Sanjani, Northern Music with Bold Nuage, a gap, Express Odds, Hurling. And then came Donald, a good margin off to Opponent. And then Galima Boy, our Canadian, and Vulgate was at the tail of the field.
7 Xantra, 380, 180. 4 Cajun Jester, 2 even. 5 Royal Raver, 260.
We sell for less. And on the tote in NSW, $2.90 a win. And on the place totes, $1.50. Well, Darren Beedman has given the big chestnut every hope in the lead. And Darren has filled yet another second placing here today. 3 seconds for him. Twice to Larry Cassidy and now to Brian York. Number 4 is second. Cajun Jester has paid $1.90. And number 5, a good run for third, Larry Cassidy's ride, Royal Raver from Canberra, has paid $2.40. 7-4.
They're off and running. Brave Chief has gone away quickly. Over on the inside here, Mr. Jack Hammer has bounced away fast and showing speed. Brave Chief and Sovereign Squall heading up towards the front. Just behind those, Kaninsky, as Brave Chief takes the lead now, the judge, with a lap to go, and he got 1.5 lengths in front of Sovereign Squall. Kaninsky went up third. Fourth on the inside, Mr. Jack Hammer, followed by New Dilemma, and further back in the race, Spirit of Hope. Backstop a little wide over on the inside, Prince of Pyrrha. 2 to Mr. Musical, Morcelli, and last of all, Colorado Ring. Brave Chief, where he likes to be at the 1500. He's bowling freely out 3 lengths in front. Sovereign Squall is second, 1.5 lengths for the back, Mr. Jackhammer. On the outside of it, Kaninsky, 2 lengths came New Dilemma. On the inside of it, Prince of Pyrrha, followed by Spirit of Hope. He's gone up about 3 off the fence. Backstop out 4 deep. They're followed further back by Mr. Musical, Morcelli the fence, and 4 lengths to Colorado Ring last of all. At the 1200 metre mark, and Brave Chief just inclined to pull in front, but he's at about 4 lengths in front. Not a great clip at the moment. Sovereign Squall second, 2 to Kaninsky third. A length further back, fourth on the inside, Mr. Jackhammer. 1.5 lengths further back in the race, Prince of Pyrrha. Spirit of Hope 3 deep, followed by New Dilemma the middle. 1.5 backstop, and further back Morcelli, Mr. Musical, and 3 last of all is Colorado Ring. Around the turn at the 800 metre mark, Brave Chief. He's out highballing by 3.5 to 4 lengths in front of Sovereign Squall. A length further back, Kaninsky, followed by Mr. Jackhammer. Spirit of Hope being ridden along. Around it goes backstop the stablemate. Then New Dilemma, further back Mr. Musical, and 2 lengths Morcelli. Brave Chief in front. Down at the 550 metre mark, a length in front of Sovereign Squall. Backstop starting to wind up. They're followed further back by Spirit of Hope, and then Mr. Musical. Mr. Jackhammer back to the inside. Brave Chief a neck in front. He's under some pressure now. Backstop on the outside. Further back Mr. Jackhammer. Sovereign Squall and Mr. Musical starting to wind up out wide. Brave Chief just in front. Backstop comes at it. Mr. Musical. Mr. Musical joining in. They get up now with Mr. Musical getting to the front from backstop. Brave Chief is gone. Preble riding for dear life. Mr. Musical in front. Backstop fighting back. Mr. Musical in front. Yep, he's got it. Right on the line. Mr. Musical wins it ahead on the post to backstop. 3 away, third in the race, Brave Chief. Then Spirit of Hope, further back in the race, Sovereign Squall. New Dilemma, Morcelli. Mr. Jackhammer, followed by Kaninsky, Colorado Ring, and Prince of Pyrrha last of all.
6 Mr. Musical, 9.30 and 2.40. Number 8 Backstop, 5.50. 1 Brave Chief, $1.20.
Number 6, Mr. Musical, to return 8.82.40. 8, Backstop, to pay $4.30. And number 1, Brave Chief, to pay $1.40. More from Melbourne shortly. Let's pick up the replay at the Greyhounds.
It was Legend, then comes Awesome Angel. Further back to Baron Ablaze, and then Nova Honcho Kidman. It was an enormous run here last week, and it's
In Star Varick left well. Touch of Sun not far back, and then Chandru and the favourite Grampy. In Star Varick left well. Touch of Sun not far back, and then Chandru and the favourite Grampians. A length to nothing. Flat was off, being second last, and a couple behind him is Star Covert. Down the stretch they travel towards the judge, a round to go. And Star Varick is the leader. A half Touch of Sun right on his back is Holy Grail, followed by Grampians, getting into a nice posse. On Grampians inside as they start the run out of the straight, nothing flat. Then was off, a couple of lengths to Chandru, and last is Star Covert. Touch of Sun taken to the lead by Lenny Beasley, and over the crossing at the 1800. Touch of Sun a length and a half on Star Varick, starting to pull, and Holy Grail has passed it. Nothing flat on the inside of Grampians, and then old was off, having his 135th start today. The rising 11-year-old on was off's outside is the Novocastrian Chandru, and a couple of lengths to Star Cover. Touch of Sun is the leader and left alone as they go to the back of the track, and Touch of Sun by a little over a length on Holy Grail, and then Star Varick by the 1400. Grampians is running fourth and only 5 lengths from the lead. Then Nothing Flat, the only mare in the race from Chandru. Was off on the fence, and 2 lengths to Star Cover. Touch of Sun racing along past the 1200 in the Winter Cup, sponsored by the Lone Star Steakhouse and Saloon. And Touch of Sun a length and a half on Holy Grail from Star Varick third. Grampians is fourth, and 2 lengths to Nothing Flat. 3/4 to Chandru. A length and a half to the Grand Old Campaigner. Was off. Greg Knock in the saddle, and a length behind it being Star Covered. Still no change in the order. They come along the side of the track. The 800 marker in their sights, and Touch of Sun best backed in the race to beat the favourite Grampians. Touch of Sun a length and a half clear on Holy Grail from the Waterhouse camp. Star Varick third. Grampians at its quarters the outside. 2 lengths to Nothing Flat. A half to Chandru. A length and 3/4 was off, and a half length the Star Covered. Lenny Beasley riding intelligently on Touch of Sun, rating the horse perfectly, and on the corner at the 450, Touch of Sun swings in the cup. A length and a quarter, Holy Grail. Star Varick the inside. El Cassidy asking Grampians for his effort now, and about 2 to Nothing Flat, and then Star Covered. They pass the 250, and Holy Grail races to Touch of Sun. Holy Grail and Touch of Sun, 2 lengths Grampians, and then comes on the inside Star Varick and Star Covered the outside. Touch of Sun, Holy Grail, Touch of Sun, Holy Grail, Touch of Sun. Dead heat. Couldn't split. Holy Grail, Touch of Sun, Holy Grail. A classic head bobber. Grampians third, followed home by Star Varick, Star Covered, Nothing Flat, and was off has run second last, and Chandru was tailed off.
Close go, 3 Touch of Sun, 4:21.50, or 5 Holy Grail, 5:21.74. Grampians to return 140.
On the inside, and Holy Grail, as we have a look at the big screen, coming down to the line. One up, one down, and then the line comes up again, and it's been frozen a little short of the post there, so we're not going to get a good sight on that. Number 3 is the winner. Touch of Sun, ridden by Lenny Beasley. Number 3 is the winner. Touch of Sun, a classic ride in front by Lenny. 450 and 160. Number 5, Holy Grail, has run second, ridden by Glenn Boss, $1.60. And that'll be $1.80. $1.80 for the second horse. And number 4 is third, and that is Grampians El Cassidy, $1.40. Quinella, $10.70.
Stalls back racing. Just at about a half length here, Wodgip Star, and got back with St Stephen. The other runners have left in a pretty good line. Dancing Sculptor away quickly with Magic Pursuer. Just behind those Rembettiga, Blue Water the fence. Harvard Honour is nice and handy, and further out in the track settling down is Captainite. Come to Water heading across nearer the inside. When they go to the first turn now, and Dancing Sculptor moving up with Rembettiga. Dancing Sculptor on the outside, about a neck in front of Rembettiga. A length for the back, Harvard Honour. Magic Pursuer is up on the outside fourth. Blue Water fifth, the inside of Captainite. A length then Come to Water Water, the inside St Stephen from Knightly Sword. Carmenesque, Wajib Star, Ruling Region. One further back, Marvellous. Two to Sunny Glow at the 1,000-metre mark. Dancing Sculptor on the outside, ahead in front. On the fence is Rembetica, a length further back, Harvard Honour. It's well off the fence, third. Outside it, fourth is Magic Brochure, a length further back, Blue Water. Outside it, the grey Captain Knight. One further back, Knightly Sword. Around Come to Water, followed on the inside by St Stephen. Ruling Region pulled deep, further back, Wajib Star, the middle. Then Carmenesque, Marvellous, and two to Sunny Glow. Down the side, 700 to go. And they're sprinting a little early here. It's Harvard Honour, and on the outside of it, Magic Brochure getting the upper hand quickly. The Dancing Sculptor's gone. Blue Water got off the inside, further back than Captain Knight. Ruling Region around Knightly Sword when they come to the turn from Come to Water. Wajib Star and Carmenesque out wide here, and Magic Brochure about a neck in front now, nearing the turn. Blue Water getting the split through. In the middle is Harvard Honour. They got a little close from Carmenesque. In the straight, though, Magic Brochure out front, about a length and a half. Blue Water, Harvard Honour. Carmenesque is trying to push through, run out of room. Water out, Ruling Region. Magic Brochure got clear. Back to a better track. Wajib Star coming home late, but Magic Brochure comes away, wins 2 lengths. Blue Water, Captain Knight third. Close up, Wajib Star, Harvard Honour and Carmenesque. No luck in the straight, followed by Knightly Sword. Ruling Region, Come to Water and Bedeca. Dancing Sculptor, Agats and Stephen, Sunny Glow. Marvellous last of all.
Number 12, Magic Brosseau, 13.80 and 3.70. Number 7, second, Blue Water, paid $1.90. 13, third, Carp the Night, 4.50.
Number 12, Magic Brochure, and a fairly busy finish behind him. He quick.
Okay, there we have it. Number 12, Magic Brochure, the late mail at $10.90 and $3.10. 7, Blue Water, $1.60 and 13 for third, Carp the Night to return $5.60.
Blue Water, who cut the corner, Steve King, and third in number 13, Captain Knight, 12, 7 and 13. Couple getting home late. Carmenesque was probably going to get into the finish, ran right in between Harvard Honour and Captain Knight, I think it was. Yeah, there was a real jam there, which put pay to Carmenesque's chances of getting into the race.
All right, we'll check the fourth number at the Barrier Gold Coast. Firstly,
off this time. Masterful Lad was one of the best out. Pekin Player jumped nicely. So did Proud Harvest. Blazing Arch looking for the front spot. Tanis is pretty deep, and so too is Carla Spirit, followed by Speedette. Elite Trooper getting back a little on the inside from Tobias Reef, and then Act Natural, Shoeshine Man, and Gone Yonder brings up the rear. 1,500 out now as they work to the back, and Masterful Lad and Blazing Arch disputing the lead. A length on the grey Carla Spirit wide. Proud Harvest in the centre, the favourite over on the inside, travelling fifth Pekin Player. 2 lengths further off is Tanis, 3/4 Speedette, 2.5 Tobias Reef, a length and a half Elite Trooper, nearly 1 to Act Natural, similar gap then to Shoeshine Man, and nearly 3 lengths to Gone Yonder as they string out by the 1,200 marker. And Masterful Lad leads the way, second Blazing Arch, third is Pekin Player from Carla Spirit, who's posted out pretty deep, a gap of a length and a half then to Proud Harvest, then Speedette, Tanis, 2 Tobias Reef, 1 Elite Trooper, then comes Act Natural, Shoeshine Man, and 2.5 Gone Yonder. No change in the order, out of the back straight, going along towards the 800, and the leader Masterful Lad, about 3/4 Carla Spirit from Blazing Arch. Pekin Player being given every hope, and then Proud Harvest followed by Speedette, a gap of more than a length Tanis, then Tobias Reef, 2 lengths Elite Trooper, a length further back Shoeshine Man, second last is Act Natural, and still a couple of lengths to Gone Yonder. They're bunching a little now with Masterful Lad coming past the 500, 3/4 Carla Spirit and Blazing Arch. Pekin Player, the rider, is sweating on a run as they swing into the home straight, and Masterful Lad again shook off Blazing Arch. There's a run for Pekin Player. Straight up on the inside goes the Player. Proud Harvest coming down the outer. Pekin Player coming down to the 220, taken on and headed by Proud Harvest. And this duo of race 2, Blazing Arch, and then comes Shoeshine Man. On the outside, Proud Harvest, a neck on Pekin Player. 2 lengths to Shoeshine Man, but it's Proud Harvest in front, in no danger of defeat, and Proud Harvest wins it well. Oh, second is very close, Pekin Player and Shoeshine Man, a good margin, Blazing Arch, Gone Yonder, Tobias Reef, and then Elite Trooper, Tanis, Act Natural with Carla Spirit. Masterful Lad stopped as if hit with a brick, and Absolute Speedette.
6, the winner, Proud Harvest, $6.50 for the win. Check the minus.
Victory has gone to number 6, Proud Harvest, Glenn Boss. Number 6 has returned in New South Wales, $6.70 on the win tote, and $2.10 for the place, racing very consistently. Second and the third placings, the judge will have a look at his computerised image to work out between Pekin Player, Shoeshine Man.
6 Proud Harvest to pay 650, 210. Those for the minors, 2 Pekin Player, 160, or 3 Shoeshine Man, 240.
Shine Man, ridden by Hugh Bowman, and a Pekin Player number 2 is third, ridden by Chris Muntz. It's 6, 3 and 2 on race 6 with a Quinella of 28.30, exactas 63.10, and the trifecta $118.10. The winner.
Racing. Bolstead began okay on the outside. One of the best away here, MVP, with Dan Eckerbur at Ascot Road. Brodance and Bolstead further out. The Spunkers pushing up on the inside to hold a spot. Further back in the race, settling down, Brodance from Jake's Woman, followed by Consular. And back in the centre, finally Fame. MVP had the lead on the first turn of the 1300 by nearly a length in front of the Spunk, who's pushed up on the inside. They're 2.5 in front of Bolstead. A length Ascot Road from Brodance fifth. Further back, Dan Eckerbur. The inside, Jake's Woman from Consular, and finally Fame. 1,000 to go. MVP off the fence, about a half length in front of the Spunk, the rail. Now 3/4 in front of the Spunk. 2.5 to Bolstead. It's third. 3/4 Ascot Road fourth. 1 to Brodance fifth. A length and a half Dan Eckerbur, Jake's Woman, Consular, and last of all in the race, finally Fame. Off the turn at the 850 metre mark. Well off the rail here. And the leader is MVP. 3/4 the Spunk. 2 to Bolstead. 1 to Ascot Road. Consular pulling out deep with Dan Eckerbur and Brodance the middle. Then finally Fame and Jake's Woman last of all. They're bunching up now, running inside the 600 metre mark. MVP from Bolstead moving up quickly. The Spunk is gone. Consular and Dan Eckerbur are very deep with Brodance making their run. They're about 4 across the track. Consular out deep going up to Bolstead. Brodance. Dan Eckerbur just behind those. Then MVP, the favourite. Bolstead under pressure. Consular and Brodance got to the front on the turn from Bolstead. It's Consular the outside and Brodance. They settle down to fight it out. Consular got a neck in front of Brodance. They're pretty tight, but Consular's a half in front of Brodance. 4 lengths Dan Eckerbur, but Consular's getting away close to the line, and Consular a length and 3/4 Brodance. 3 away third. Dan Eckerbur, then Ascot Road MVP. Bolstead had an easy trip all the way and dropped right out, followed by finally Fame, the Spunk, and Jake's Woman.
Number 9, Consular, 6.20, 2 even. Number 5, Brodance second, 3.40. Number 6, Dan Eckerbur at $1.70.
9 Consular, 6 even, 2 even. 5 Brodance, 3.20. 6 Dan Eckerbur, $1.60. Here's Kell.
It's over the shorts, result in 20 seconds. Ready, set, go. They're racing. Scardoodle second to go. Legends Lad.
Racing in the Winter Stakes, and All Lion missed it by more than a length, and Hellenic Prince and Fashion used the 2 smartest out. Blazing Flight into stride quickly, then Celestial Choir followed by Batwing. All Lion picking up some lost territory from Zoe Regal, and then Die Jobo, Highest Caliber, Galileo second last, Pete Bog, and a couple of lengths to Mithranda. Fashion News a clear leader. Around the first corner he goes by a little more than a length on Blazing Flight. Old Batwing wide third, All Lion fourth after missing the kick, and then comes Hellenic Prince. Wider is Celestial Choir. Highest Caliber the fence. About 2 then Die Jobo wide. Zoe Regal in the centre. Galileo over on the inside, and the last pair are Pete Bog and Mithranda. The Winter Stakes field passes the 600, and Fashion News in the famous colours, red with a white cap. A length clear. Second Blazing Flight and Batwing third, or Lion fourth. Hellenic Prince pulled to the outside by Beedman, and on his immediate outside is Celestial Choir, whose riders try to hold Beedman and a Zip Fastener, not having a lot of luck as they come to the 300 well in the straight, and Fashion News 3/4 Batwing, All Lion the inside, Celestial Choir warming up, and then Highest Caliber, Hellenic Prince, Zoe Regal and Mithranda scooting up on the rails. A number of chances. Fashion News grabbed by Celestial Choir, and old Zoe Regal from Highest Caliber. Here's a go as they reach the line. Boy, oh boy, I'm blowed if I know. We've got Fashion News, Zoe Regal, Mithranda and Highest Caliber, 4 of them. Celestial Choir's not far back, and then came Pete Bog, followed by All Lion. Further away was Galileo, then Blazing Flight, Hellenic Prince, and the last 2 in were Die Jobo in company there with, on the inside of him, Batwing. Wow. This is a very, very tight finish. Didn't know where to look in the last 100 metres. He refused to give in Fashion News. Then Zoe Regal came down the outside. Mithranda's got up on the inside. And wacko. Well, the judge, it is all yours. I really wouldn't have a clue from this angle. We're a bit past the line, and 4 of them going across with Fashion News. Celestial Choir was there, Hellenic Prince, And then Closer in Miranda got right up on the inside on that long shot. It's frozen past the post. For those watching on track, that's Zoe Regal, so that doesn't give us much of a guide. So just hang on to your tickets on all those horses I've mentioned. And the winner is number 9, Zoe Regal. Number 9, Zoe Regal, 8 years of age, nearly 9, has taken out the Winter Stakes. And Zoe Regal has paid $48.20 for the win. And on the place tote, upwards of $11, and a further scan of the colour computerised image for second and third. Zoe Regal having his 62nd start today, trained by David Blundell at Gundagai, is raced by M. Norton, A. McAllister, J. Saunderson and D.L. Wood, and ridden by Kevin Moses, fresh from a very successful day last Saturday at Warwick Farm. 9, and another look at the computerised image. Time for the race, 1:17:13, 35:12 was the sectional time. 62 starts, 18 with...
Bush Outlaw with Marcel Dienz with his high speed nearer the inside. Price of Love has gone through with Mel Namuka and showing speed after the start. Just behind them, Angels Jewel when they settle down. Windigo's going forward as well. Marcel Dienz very wide just in front of Windigo, Price of Love. Mel Namuka and Bush Outlaw nice and handy. Further back in the race then, Rory's Power followed by Name the Day Deep with Vain Tycoon. Pick-up line just off midfield. Further back in the race, Maximal, Grand Bay and four last of all, Rancho Spark. Windigo before the turn just in front of Marcel Dienz. Bush Outlaw and Name the Day are wider out on the track. Angels Jewel behind them. Price of Love back on the inside of Rory's Power, then pick-up line. Vain Tycoon, Mel Namuka straightening up now on the inside. Windigo got away a length in front. Bush Outlaw out in the middle from Name the Day. Windigo in front. Bush Outlaw gets to it. Name the Day down on the outside from Angels Jewel. Bush Outlaw in front, close to the line, and Bush Outlaw gets home. 3/4 on the line to Name the Day. Ahead third, Angels Jewel. Then Windigo, pick-up line, Rancho Spark. Then Grand Bay, further back in the race, Marcel Dienz, followed by Price of Love, a gap to Rory's Power. Maximal with behind those Mel Namuka and Vain Tycoon.
6 Bush Outlaw, 10.40, 3.60. 10 Name the Day, 2.60. 5 Angels Jewels, $2.10.
Correct weight at Kembla on 4, 1 and 12. Mooney Valley 6 Bush Outlaw, 10.40, 3.60. 10 Name the Day, 2.65. Angels Jewel, 2.10. Quinella 41.30, exacta $91. The 6.10.5 trifecta, $596.60.
1:15.47 at Toowoomba hand timed, a length by 3/4. Correct.
15 and 5, 10 Wingsville 23 and 7. Favourite.
They're off in the final event. Immediately Gallic, Storm and Bargain drop out towards the rear with Semelli and Medicine, and Pride Rock dispute the lead. Pride Rock's going to take over from Medicine with Captain Region third. Bolzaffer moving his way into fourth posse, then Fear Nor, Hunter Winemaker, followed by Natural Rain, Life's a Rainbow. A length further back is Myla Red, followed closely by Lord of Grace. She's need out pretty wide. A length further back in the field comes Bargain, and over on its inside is Gallic Storm, and Semelli's going to be pratted out very wide as they go to the first corner, and Pride Rock the leader. A length and 3/4 on Bolzaffer, third Captain Regent, and travelling fourth at the moment is Hunter Winemaker on a limb, followed closely then by Medicine in the middle. Wonder Life's a Rainbow, Natural Rain over on the rails, and then Myla Red, Fear Nor wide out. A length further back is She's Neat, followed by Lord of Grace, and then Gallic Storm from Bargain, and Semelli covering a heap of additional ground as last. A compact field, 500 metres left to run, and Pride Rock expected longer odds here. Leads by nearly 2 lengths. Bolzaffer a length the Captain Region, followed by Hunter Winemaker. On the outside, Life's a Rainbow, Natural Rain on the inside, and Myla Red's into the clear, but 6 lengths from Pride Rock. Straightening Pride Rock, a length and a half on Captain Regent and Bolzaffer, and 2 to Myla Red, Hunter Winemaker and Natural Rain. Pride Rock comes past the 200. He's a length and a half, Captain Regent, Bolzaffer, and then Myla Red, but Pride Rock giving them something to chase and catch. They won't get him. Pride Rock all the way from Captain Regent. Third, Bolzaffer, fourth, Myla Red, and fifth was Medicine, 6th Hunter Winemaker, the Natural Rain, Bargain, Lord of Grace, Gallic Storm, She's Need, Life's the Rainbow, Fear Nor, and Semelli last to complete the course. Oh, he rattled to the lead in the early stages, Pride Rock, and they couldn't get near him. Number 7, Pride Rock, 12.20 a win, 3.50 a place, and Specs in the market. Pride Rock 14s it opened out to 16s, into 10s, and would start officially at 9 to 1. But
7 Pride Rock, 12.44 even. 6 Captain Region 260, Photo third. Totes race 7 at Victoria Park.
Off and running. Runs to win, missed it about a half length on the inside. Wild Zone bounced out quickly. Gala Chief going with it in the early point and further out in the track. Borzov is showing speed from Petagina coming from the outside from Runs to Win. Further back than Eglinton, followed by Manahai Miss and Gold Amp. Eula Goodnight, Cat's Life. Well back at the race, Blair. Aries Inlet, Buffalo Power. And last of all, Maiden Monaco off the back. And the leader Wild Zone off the fence, a length in front of Borzov. Petagina 3/4 away up on the outside third, a length for the back Manahai Miss. Nearer the inside Gala Chief, and they're followed by Gold Amp. Around Eula Goodnight, a length for the back Blair. Runs to Win from Cat's Life. Further back Aries Inlet. Second to last Maiden Monaco and Buffalo Power last of all. 5.50 out the leader Wild Zone. A half Manahai Miss running on. Just behind them the pink colours Gala Chief. A length for the back Petagina. Eula Goodnight pulled out deep. Back behind them Runs to Win. Then further back in the race at the head of the others up to the turn Eglinton. But out wide Manahai Miss has hit the front from Gala Chief on the turn. Manahai Miss straightened in front. A length to Gala Chief after it. Further back in the race then. Eula Goodnight down the outside. Manahai Miss in front with about 100 to go. Out wide coming home Runs to Win. And Eula Goodnight. Manahai Miss in front. May have just won on the line. Manahai Miss. Runs to Win. Dived at it. Close up the inside, Gala Chief and Eula Goodnight out wide. The leader got tired right on the post. A gap to Buffalo Power. It picked up ground from Petagina. Further back, Maiden Monaco, followed by Cat's Life. Wild Zone, and further back, Aries Inlet with Blair. A long gap then Borsov with Eglinton and Gold Amp near the tail.
Number 4, Manahai Miss, to pay $7.30 for the win, and for the place 3.10. Number 8, Runs to Win second, 3.30. Maybe 6 for third, Gala Chief at 2.80.
Correct weight, Kembla 10.11.1. Toowoomba 7.
Now past the post, Moonee Valley, 4 Manahai Miss at 7.24.30. 8 Runs to Win at 4.30 and 6 Gala Chief at 2.70. Just waiting for those numbers to become official. 4, 8, 6 are official, Moonee Valley. Now the final event from Victoria Park. And number 1 is Mad Dam 361.70. 2 happen to be 551.50. 3 T total.